Shalom. Call Hello La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Ba'Hashem Mechach Wadash Elwana Sapasel Great Millstone Shalom So Hopeful Lake. Where your call from Jimmy's Cleveland Camp. We'll go ahead and find a video. And this is gonna be a video going against the Mark of the Beast, the topic that the Great Millstone, okay, for Apostle Harlan Down is known for it. And it's the truth, man. No matter what. Again, I don't even care what these other guys say. I don't even watch the IUIC and other pages, but I understand why the Lord got the spirit on the apostles to be, of course, watchmen and rebuking these false doctrines. So I understand it. But me personally, I don't even be watching these other groups. But it's more BS, more false doctrine from the IUIC. All right, again, talking about which one is it? I forgot which one it was, but one of their fucking top teachers talking about we're stupid for saying that the Mark of the Beast is the microchip, and how the Mark of the Beast is nothing but sin in your mind or when your actions you do. It's just, again, it's a sellout activity. These guys are clearly compromised. IUIC, ISUBK, One Body, these guys are just clearly fucking compromised, man. And these dudes are just, they're in there a lot of playing the pathetic role of selling out their people for some fucking green sheets of paper of Esau's fucking fake money, bro. And that shit is absolutely pathetic, man. These niggas they're not, of course, I don't give a fuck how much money Esau gives you. That shit is complete dishonorable. It's a damn shame. I don't give a fuck if Esau gave you your own fucking island. That should be a shame. But these niggas, Esau don't even pay these niggas that much money, bro. Esau didn't even give you $1 billion. Like, bro, again, like I say, there's no way you can justify. I'm just making the point, like, bro, again, I'm not even too upset, like I said, because certain things provoke brothers more than others. Like Esau really gets under my skin. I hate this devil. All right, certain things piss me off, but like these Jakes, the other camps, like, bro, I understand. Like, the Lord has got them in their lot, bro. Like, they literally they were chosen for this role to be the sellouts and to preach the false doctrine, bro. But again, it gets more of them talking about we're stupid and breaking down the Mark of the Beast wrong, man. Talking about his sin. It doesn't make any sense. Listen, the Mark of the Beast is sin. I'm about to read right here, Revelation 13 and 16. I'm gonna read it real quick. Revelation 13 and 16. It says, if he calls of all, who is the he? Esau, Edom. We've gone over this verse how many times now? Going into all of the words. Karagma, Karax, Grapho. It's plain, bro. The Lord said, make it plain upon tables. They may run that readeth it. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. But it's obvious what the Mark of the Beast is. Like the Odysee goes into. We're literally seeing them set up the system of the Mark of the Beast. Bro, how many more new articles are coming out talking about the Mark of the Beast chip? All right, man, come on, bro. It's obvious, man. These guys are either the top guys. Sometimes the bishop there, he knows what the Mark of the Beast is, man. But he's getting paid off not to say it. But some of these guys under him really, they're blind. Like Apostle Hart really says, they're just they're zombies that follow him. And they said the Mark of the Beast was the chip, and all of a sudden they will all see it. But again, these guys are compromised, man. They're not the true prophets. Alright, it says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You will not be able to purchase goods. Okay, you're not going to go to the grocery store. You're not going to be able to go to the goddamn, you need an oil change, whatever. You ain't going to order shit on Amazon. You ain't going to buy nothing unless you have the Mark of the Beast, which that system is soon to be in play. And all these guys are going to look stupid, man. Well, you have some guys, even when it comes out, they're going to still try to play the fool and act like it's not the Mark of the Beast. What did Yohanan say? Well, with the vaccine 4 years ago, okay? 3 and 4 years ago, what was he saying? I'm like, bro, literally, he was, it's crazy. I'm really passing by my old job right now where I was doing a video in a parking lot 4 years ago rebuking this guy, Yohanan. One of his wasn't Yohanan, it was one of his top guys. And he was talking about, take the goddamn vaccine. And the same shit, like same shit when the vaccine was being pushed, and it was just telling Jake to just bow the knee and follow after Esau. They go do the same shit when the Mark of the Beast comes, man. They gonna try to downplay it. Oh, that's not the Mark of the Beast. Well, Yohanan's on video. Brothers been bringing that video out for years, and him constantly saying, you think God cares if you take a microchip? Well, yes, the Lord directly commanded us not to take the Mark of the Beast. So again, when this system comes, it's going to do two things. It's going to expose these sellouts even more, and two, again, everybody, man, it's also going to show, 2 and 16, then shall they be known who is my chosen, man. It's going to shut a certain amount of people up, all right? Again, this is madness, bro. Again, it says you can't buy or sell. So if you're buying or selling, you're buying food. Like I said, you can go to get an oil change. If you do anything, you buy some water. You got the mark of the beast. All right, so sin is the mark of the beast. We all have it. That's another point they fucking ignored. How convenient. If sin is the mark of the beast, we all have it. Because we all sin. Let me prove that. It's like I'm driving. Go around this curve. Is it 1 John 2 or is it 2 John? Let me see. It might be easier to search it up. Here we go. It's 1 John 1 and 10. Alright, it says 1 John 1 and 10. I'm gonna start at verse 8. It says 1 John 1 and 8. It says, but if we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. So the truth ain't in you if you say you don't sin. So again, the mark of the beast is sin. Literally every single person on the planet Earth has it. Literally all Israelites, every single tribe, and every single heathen, because we've all sinned. The scripture said we'll all have sinned and come short of the glory. So again, what are these guys talking about, bro? The mark of the beast is the microchip. It's the RFID chip, the NFC chip, whatever term Esau gonna use. I don't give a fuck. Esau come out and call it the ABCDEFG chip. Whatever Esau calls it, that is the mark of the beast, man. That physical device that he wants to put inside under your skin. That's what all these talks about on the World Economic Forum. We gotta get under the skin. Okay, transhumanism. All right, man become a machine. Man mixing with machine. We get control and access to the human body. We call it this devil evolved no horror, hacking the human body with technology. Bro, it's obvious what it is, man. It's plainly obvious, man. These guys are compromised sellouts, man. All right, they're leading Jake astray, man. But again, everybody's in there a lot. If you're being led astray and believing this bullshit, it's because Yahweh Shemel Shah wants you to be led astray ultimately, man. All right. 1 John 1 to 8 again. If we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar and his word is not in us. So it's that simple, man. Again, I'm not going to make this long. The mark of the beast is the microchip, bro. There's no discussion. All right, all these guys, whether they're compromised, which again they are, okay, the leadership, and concerning the leadership, a lot of people in their congregation, they is genuinely deceived. All right, the Lord has that veil, that covering over them still. They can't see, man. All right, what does it tell you? What's that, Romans 11 chapter? Okay, the election have attained it, but the rest were blinded. That's what it is, man. These guys are blinded, man. And you guys are lying. So a lot of these guys, they're going to show you guys just don't have no faith. Because you had the faith in Yahweh Shemel Shah, you wouldn't sell out, man. Because you would believe in the Lord. Because again, I've been saying this for a minute now. Faith and fear are synonymous. And if you have faith to believe in the Heavenly Father, you would fear him because you understand that he's in control of life or death. And you would fear the repercussions and consequences of selling out to Esau and compromise the doctrine, man. These guys, man, they're watching worse and worse. I was catching up watching the, what is it today? It's Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, today, this morning, I'm getting off the job. But I was catching up watching the Dallas Live camp from Friday. And basically, they was going into today how Ashwan was making a point. It's like these camps, they just take turns going off. Like here it is, we're at the very end, and there's waxing worse and worse and worse. Then the scripture is what? Evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived, man. All right, there's waxing worse and worse, man. Now, Bishop ain't talking about the heavenly, how it's not in the Old Testament. There's always how shy. He's like, man, it's bugged out, bro. Assad, this dude is fucking making up shit, making merchandise. Man, it's just bullshit, bro. But like I said, I'm not gonna make this long, man. Little one is edifying. Say again, it's just straight to the point, bro. We know what the mark of the beast is. We've been breaking it down in depth. Like I got videos, brothers got videos breaking down in depth. The charagma, the badge or stamp, imprinted mark of the followers of the anti-Messiah. Okay, the Karax, that palisade. All right, that medical, the epidural needle, the device they use to insert the microchip. I did plenty of videos over this, like say over the last just 4 years alone. Okay, going back doing literally putting up videos on YouTube the day I got my RFID microchip, somebody getting the mark of the beast put inside them. But that's literally going to be, you got what, the Greek word grapho. Okay, what is it? It's talking about data, information, all right, that's going to be on the chip, man. Like I said, I got plenty of videos going in depth, breaking it down. Apostles and elders, brothers, for years, bro. Been going into this, man. Literally, apostles breaking it down for decades, bro. And you guys say these guys, man, all this game playing about to stop very soon, man. All right, when the market business made mandatory, when this society, when this society collapses, Esau takes away, ain't no more trading in dollars. You gonna have digital money, man. It's like a bank account. Everything gonna be digital. It's all gonna be through the chip, man. You gonna have to take that microchip, the market, which is the mark of the beast, man. That's what it is, bro. All right. All this game planning about to be over soon. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim Chak Kodash. Number one, Apostle Elder's Great Millstone. Shalom to Overleg. And again, just reiterating the point, you cannot repent from taking the mark of the beast, man. You can take it, as is written, Revelation 13, Revelation 14, you're going to die in a lake of fire, man. All your life, you can get burnt up, man, to a crisp. It's not a game. It's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. It's nothing to play with, man. Don't take the mark of the beast, man. Shalom.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors, the elders and apostles, a great millstone who are teaching this truth and sincerity. And shout out to Akim out there in the four quarters of the earth proclaiming this truth. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, Bakatam. So, it looks like they're going forward with this. I know that, it didn't seem like they were, and it did and doesn't, but, hey, it's looking like they want lockdowns once again. New UN monkey butt emergency declaration being used to extend previous monkey butt emergency, warns Dr. Robert Malone, if you believe this guy's a doctor. He isn't, but nonetheless, though. So here it is.
And then the kicker was, well, why are they suddenly ramping up the fear porn just now? Why are they ramping it up right now? Just disclosed shortly before our broadcast today was that their prior emergency declaration of global pandemic concern was set to expire on the 20th, ergo tomorrow. And so if that expires, then they would lose the additional funding and powers that they get through the international health regulations. This is one of these things they've been fighting over together with the new pandemic treaty, quote unquote, to get still additional powers. Well, those powers would have expired tomorrow, and so no surprise they've come out with this new announcement after convening literally a Zoom meeting a couple of days ago with 15 or 16 people that they've hand selected, who all agreed unanimously that this needs to be re-upped, that we need to have yet another declaration of a public health, global public health concern associated with monkeypox on the basis of these little fragments of data having to do with Clade 1b that's circulating in the
oh no,
CRC.
not another variant.
So that's what's going on. This is another power play.
Yep, and they'll use it. I already know what they did with the previous one, right? But hey, things are heating up at the DNC convention, as this article goes into. Protesters breach security fence outside U.S. Democratic Convention venue. Delegates gathered in Chicago to officially nominate U.S. Vice President Harris as their presidential candidate. Pro-Palestinian protests tore down a section of the metal security zone outside the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, where President Biden was scheduled to speak on Monday night. So here we go. They wanted them to. why it came down. This is all being orchestrated, it's all being done on purpose. Remember, Soros pays these groups. Don't forget, Soros pays these groups. So, like everything else, you know, you can see that you're seeing uproars of people. You're right, because the Democrats are the KKK, most of them. So here's the RT footage.
I just want to let y'all know the march is moving on. The whole world's watching. The whole world's watching.
Yeah, I would say that Soros has pretty much paid this group.
You're protecting terrorism.
The bomb.
You're protecting terrorists.
The whole world's watching. The whole world's watching.
Especially when you see LGBTQ plus in the fucking protests. So, nonetheless, though, uproars of the people, right? Harris pledges to confiscate guns and pretends to be normal at a convenience store. She's got to act like she's human, right?
And of course, Harris wants to ban your guns and make you turn them in. Here she is.
I support buybacks, and I think that, look, we have 5 million assault weapons on the streets of America, and we have 5 million assault weapons on the streets of America.
A lot more than that,
And
dumbass.
assault weapons have been designed
Ooh.
to kill a lot of human beings quickly. They are weapons of war, and there is no place for them on a civil society, on the streets of a civil society. And it's something I'm so passionate about and so looking forward to being president to address. We've got to deal with this.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
Mandatory, just like
The Second
the
Amendment, listen,
MOTB.
we're going to have to do it the right way. There's no question about that. But we don't have it. We have to get these guns off the street.
So there you have it, you know. Yeah, you try to take it over their cold dead hands, right? American patriotism. Harris radical left plan to ruin Babylon. Can't ruin what's already ruined. Just saying. Price controls, higher taxes, government intervention, and subsidies paid for by printing constantly devalued currency. These are the essential pillars of 21st century socialism and the radical left pluralism that obliterated Argentina. They are also the main elements of the economic plan presented by Harris and the Democratic Party, undoubtedly the most radical socialist economic plan ever announced by the Democrats. So, like everything else, though. Yep. And that's just it, is that they are deliberately going to run it out because they want to push this. Biden administration rushes digital ID plans. Federal level digital ID scheme would help in these efforts to solve the problem of online anonymity and in the process forever change the internet as we know it. See, it's all about the MOTB, and this is all part of it. Biden administration is working to expedite widespread adoption of digital IDs, including driver's licenses. A draft executive order indicates digital IDs are a continuous concept primarily because of the concentration of eventually the entirety of people's sensitive private information in centralized databases controlled by the government and on people's phones client side. So like everything else though, you know, to digitalize everything, get everything ready for it to be in your hand. You are your digital wallet. FBI confident Iran tried to interfere in U.S. election. Yeah, see, instead of Russia interfering in elections, now Iran's trying to do it too. I mean, all these foreign entities want to interfere in something that they have no control over, right? Tehran used social engineering to gain direct access to the campaign of both presidential candidates, the agency claimed. You believe them? Yeah, you believe the Chinese spy balloon story too? U.S. intelligence community is confident that Iran tried to hack the presidential campaigns of Republican nominee Trump and Biden and his Vice President Harris, the FBI, and several other agencies say. Iran denied the allegations and challenged the U.S. to provide evidence, as this one goes into. Iran repudiates unsubstantiated U.S. election campaign hacking claims. Iran's permanent mission to the UN has roundly rejected allegations about the Islamic Republic's interference with the 2024 U.S. presidential election, calling the assertion unsubstantiated. Such allegations are unsubstantiated and devoid of any standing. As we have previously announced, the Islamic Republic of Iran harbors neither the intention nor the motive to interfere in the U.S. presidential election, the Iranian mission said in a statement. Should the U.S. government genuinely believe the validity of its claims, it should furnish us with pertinent evidence, if any, to which we will respond accordingly, it added. Hezbollah hammers Israeli targets after 8 wounded in regime's attack on Bekaa. Tensions between the Israeli state and Hezbollah escalated as Lebanese resistance group targeted the Israeli military positions in response to the regime's overnight strikes on Lebanon's Bekaa region. Hezbollah launched intense rocket barrages at Israeli army positions in the occupied Golan Heights as well as other targets in the Upper Galilee region. So, I think that you could play some of these. Salakia for the time. So you're starting to see it pick up between Hezbollah and the Israeli state. 20 Palestinians killed in Israeli airstrikes on Gaza's school. So, you know, of course, like everything else, though, they just continue their massacre in the Gaza Strip. At least 20 Palestinians have been killed and dozens others injured as the Israeli state attacked a Gaza City school, the 11th deadly strike against schools in the war-wracked territory in August alone. The Israeli military claimed it targeted fighters in the schools sheltering Palestinian refugees. If they're sheltering Palestinian refugees, then that pretty much means that they were civilian targets. Hey, they're willingly admitting it, right? Like everything else, though, you know, things are escalating, as you can see. And got one more video here before I close this out. But, you know, well, we know what the MOTB is, and we know the consequences of getting it, is that the war that is coming, well, you're going to be caught in it, you know, which is the nuclear destruction. So we're going to bring that one out, you know. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, which is pretty much their new world order, get down with the system, right? And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, implantable microchip, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which are them chariots, which it's more than evident that they're here. And the smoke of the torment ascendeth up forever and ever, which is being cast alive in the lake of fire. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. See, that lake of fire is when Babylon the Great is lit up by them nuclear missiles and by the fire from them chariots. That's what the lake of fire is. So that's the consequences of getting the mark of the beast. It is something that cannot be removed once you get it. So hopefully this has been edifying. Got one more here and close this out. For that, I want to say Bracha the Yahweh, Bracha the Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Wa Abal Babal. Bracha Thumb, Jehovah Elect, Shalom.
Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Shalom to the 144,000, the rest of the elect out there, Shalom to all. And I'm going to entitle this video, The Fire Shall Devour Thy Bars. And bars represent your defense system. So I'm going to read from the 10th verse to the 15th verse. I'm not going to make this long at all, but a lot of precepts come to mind when I was reading this, and that's why I started. I was going to read from 11 to 15, but I went to 10 because a couple of precepts came to me, but one first precept came to me. I'll cover it in a minute. But anyway, this is all centered around this video right here. I'm sorry? Okay, it's centered around this video right here. Put up by Open Minded Thinker Show, which I subscribe to. They rarely put out any videos, but when they put out a video, I get the notification. So the title of the video is Just Now, Again, Iron Dome Collapse in Israel, Hezbollah rockets causes devastation. Now the Iron Dome, if you do the history on that, it was the whole backstory was either the U.S. funded it or the U.S. gave them the technology. You just Google Iron Dome, and it's a missile defense system. So if a missile's coming your way, the Iron Dome is a group of counter missiles to destroy those missiles in midair. So in this video, they're saying that it's not working, it's malfunctioning. And this is what Ezekiel chapter 38 is about when it reads about the land of Israel. It's talking about the people that are in that land now, which you have a lot of Israelites living in that land. So let me go ahead and read this. Like I said, the key point is from the 11th verse and it's 15th verse, but they go to the 10th verse. And this is why this is going to happen, because of what you did pursuant to this precept. It said, yes, yet was she carried away, that's talking about us. She went into captivity, that's Israel. Her young children or sons also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets, getting blasted, and they cast lots for her honorable men. Precept that immediately comes to mind is Joel chapter 3, because in Joel chapter 3, the first 6 verses, I believe, goes into what's going into captivity. Then I believe around about the 7, 8 verse, it goes into what's going to happen to the Grecians, because they put us into captivity. And all her great men were bound in chains, because we were all at one time great men, great orators and so forth, great warriors. If I'm not mistaken, that's Isaiah chapter 3. It says 3 in verse 1 or 1 in verse 3. I'm not going to go to it. It says, thou also shalt be drunken. And Esau is drunken off of power. They're doing things and they're thinking that they're not going to pay for it. That's why they're expanding that war. You have Netanyahu, which there's several reports where military brass of Israel, the land of Israel, don't want him in power because they know. See what military generals do? They study the history of war, and by taking certain actions, cause an opposite reaction. And in this time and age, in the nuclear age, that can cause a third world war, mutually assured destruction, which is a MAD, M-A-D, mutually assured destruction. So if there's a third world war, that means they say that the whole planet, everybody's going to lose. There's no winners in that war. But there is going to be a third world war of Armageddon. Thou shalt be hid. Thou also shalt seek strength because of the enemy. And thou shalt be hid is talking about the elite. The elites are hid. They're not telling you what's really going on behind the scenes. They give you these front people, like the whole presidential election system. Those are just front people. And Jake doesn't know. That's why Jake's not gonna make it. They thinking that they're gonna get Kamala Harris in there and she's gonna change it. She's just a puppet. Trump is just a puppet too. And they got you Edomites, you Bible Belt Edomites, you Midwest Edomites. Some of you are Jake. You thinking that Trump is doing things on his own? He's a puppet. He's controlled opposition. All thy strongholds, that military, shall be like fig trees with the first figs. If they be shaken, so you have a fig tree in the Middle East, you have the first ripe figs come out, you shake the tree and the figs will fall, just like the system will fall. They shall even fall into the mouth of the eater. The eater are the ones that shake the trees. Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land, the gates represent your missile system, your missile defense system of thy land, because they've been bragging about this Iron Dome thing, and thy land shall be set wide open. So it's talking about two places. One place is going to be utterly destroyed but built back up. Another place is going to be utterly destroyed and become the world's biggest desert, 5,000 square mile desert. Unto thine enemies, the fire shall devour thy bars. So that's what I named it. Bars also, when you want nobody to come inside of your, where you dwell at, you have gated communities. Esau that has money, they have communities where they have a gate there, and they have a guard, and he's usually like a police officer. What do you call it? What do you call it? Not moonshining. I forget the word. But moon is in the word. That means you got a little side job as a security, but you're an actual cop. Moonlighting. Because I had deliveries to certain parts of gated villages, and they're Edomites with good money, nice houses, and you go to the front and there's a gate there, and there's a security guy, but the guy's actually a cop, and he says, what are you here for? I'm here to deliver a package of Mr. Smith. He'll call Mr. Smith, are you expecting a package of Mr. Smith? He said, yeah. From what company? XYZ company. Yep, that's him. He's coming to let him through. So he lets me through. I drop the package off. Jake doesn't have gated communities unless you are doctors and lawyers and politicians. So the land of Yasha Allah is like a gated community, but the gates are the missile defense system. Same thing with America. America's gates bars are the nuclear defense system, which they're going to malfunction. It says, draw thee waters for the siege, fortify thy strongholds, go into clay and tread the mortar, make strong the bricklins. You can look these words up, which I'm not going to do, but build up your defenses. That's what it means in a nutshell. There shall the fire devour thee. Ultimately, the fire is the ICBM missile systems, is the hypersonic, the various missile systems that certain countries possess. The sword shall cut thee off. The sword is a missile. It represents a missile. It shall eat thee up like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as a cankerworm. Make thyself many as a locust. So let me look up the word cankerworm. Locust is also mentioned in John saw the fighter planes, the dog fighters in World War I, and he called them locusts. Let me look up the word cankerworm. Yalak, young locust, early stage of development, caterpillars as devouring. So another word for the cankerworm is also the caterpillar. So if you look up the word caterpillar, Joel 1 verse 4. Caterpillar. And the word there is kasayal. Kasayal. And it goes back to the word locust. If you have crop, your biggest enemy to the crop is locusts, and they eat fast. So these missiles are going to be like locusts, as John saw in Revelation chapter 9. So anyway, I said I was going to make this short. So watch this video. If I remember, I'll put the link in the description box. Remember this Open-Minded Thinkers show. Just now, it was put up 21 minutes ago. Just now, again, Iron Dome collapse in Israel. Hezbollah rockets cause devastation. It says in Nahum 3 that they're going to look for strength. They're going to look for helpers. And the helpers are Babylon the Great, which unknowingly the least of the flock shall draw them out. They're the ones that's going to lead them into this the war of Armageddon. Anyway, with that, shalom.